gonna have some people on today to answer some questions for you guys that are looking to start your new year off with ERTC. All three of them, I think, have had different approaches and kind of have taken this opportunity a little differently, which is cool, right? There's not like a one size fits all to this. And, you know, for some of you, it's going to be just like this passive thing that you do with people that you already know, kind of like your circle of influence that you just use to maybe get them some money and make yourself some money. And then some of you may treat this as a real opportunity and say, you know, this is something that I want to do full time for 2023. But it's cool. It's just gonna be open conversation. It's not gonna be anything like formal or slides and all that kind of stuff. The one thing that I do want to stray away from today is talking about any percentages of like sales and tiers and all that kind of that stuff, because everybody's coming in the program in different programs. That, I mean, obviously there's more than just one ERTC program, so I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff, because I think I don't want anybody to get like hooked on that and kind of get like frustrated or all that nonsense. I don't think it's about that. I think the opportunity is there's still money to be made, and making money, regardless if it's this percent or that percent, is better than, I'm sure, not making any money at all, right? I mean, when me and Jason were making 3% with gold, it wasn't, oh my God, I can't believe they're paying us only 3%. It was like, no shit, we're making 3%, right? Like now we make 10, 12%, but it's like, I still enjoy the 3%. Like if they want to give me 3%, I take it, it's money. So cool. Jason, you're good?
Yeah, we are streaming and looks like we have people in the comments. So I want to welcome Nicholas Capra, Paul Cohn, and Brian Holleran. They're our guests today. Thanks for your time, guys.
All right.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year. I forgot it's New Year. Yeah, happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year. Like Donathan said, you guys have had results with ERTC. You know, last week we were talking about this affiliate program they can join through Brian Anderson. And really wanted to kind of just have a candid conversation, like Donathan said, about, you know, what you know, if somebody's never heard of this, or if they're thinking how. I have received some private messages about like, how do I approach somebody about this? Maybe because it might sound like a scam if you're like, here's this free money.
That's so crazy.
In their inbox. So yeah, would any of you guys like to start in particular, or we could kind of go around and just talk about, you know, maybe what your experience has been with ERTC? Maybe Nick, if you could, you could start.
Yeah, well, like I was telling you before, I started out over a year ago, and I didn't do much with it, and I didn't place that much important. Like I knew it seemed pretty good, and then my friend who told me about it, he started making like ridiculous money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know? so then I looked at it closer, and then I ended up actually partnering up to do some advertising, because all the businesses I told, I had a couple people sign up, but they thought it was too good to be true. And then they thought that, you know, their own CPA would tell them about it. So I didn't push it until we found a good way to get an advertising campaign. And then now, just in the last 4 months, I'm thinking I'm closer to $200,000, but I'm just conservatively, because I gotta meet with my partner later this week. But you know, just off a handful of sales, maybe 20 sales, but we had some businesses they're getting over, you know, like one business I think is getting a couple $1 million.
Wow.
You know, so just in 15 or 20 sales we've done in the last few months, well, or sales with signups, signing up clients. It's not even sales really. It's just, all they have to do is for free fill out a form and find out how much they're going to get back. And I mean, it couldn't be easier, but trying to, you know, you can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink. But so we've probably nailed down millions for our clients. They're going to get millions back. So awesome. Yeah, so, and I'm splitting with my partner, and I'm thinking my share is closer to 200, but I won't find out for a few more days. We're going to meet over that and see where we're at. But yeah, I mean, so it's like, why wouldn't you do this if you're doing affiliate marketing anyway? There's no downside. I mean, you're helping business. It's free for you to sign up. Then, you know, anybody you do happen to sign up, it's going to be decent money. I mean, no matter what. I mean, even if it's a small business, you know.
Yeah, usually with affiliate marketing, the end consumer has to buy something. I mean, if you're going to do $1 million transaction, they have to have spent $1 million for you to get a commission off of it. This, like you're saying, the business owner is not having to dump $1 million into something before you see a commission. So, yeah, that's awesome. Paul, what has your experience been with ERTC?
Well, my biggest thing is that I notice is this whole gig, I think, is patience, because it's not, you know, I look back and it's just like, and also the amount you get is how I would look at it. I look back to my Warrior Plus days where I got my big $10 commission. You know, one sale shows one sale, but when you're getting $10 as opposed to $8 grand or 10 grand or whatever, it's a big difference. So, but the only downside to it is the patience factor. It's not going to happen overnight. These guys could probably agree with me. The hardest thing that blows my mind is you want to give these people millions of dollars, and they're taking their sweet ass time getting you documents, and you're just like, what is wrong with you guys? You know, it's just like, this is free money. But the one thing I have noticed, the key to this is building trust with these people. They're getting a little smarter. They're getting a little bit better on how they go about things. They're shopping around a little bit. So you want to be proactive. So, you know, they're looking now. They know there's more than one ERTC company out there. So they are spending their time trying to investigate this further. And they're starting to realize it's not fake, because I'm on the SEO side. So when I was building my stuff, if you search Google, half of that shit's incorrect. Like, that information is not correct. So these people are going off of that. And then some stranger comes in and you're like, no, this is how it is. And, you know, they're like, yeah, you're full of it, you know? So, but now I think people are starting to be more aware and understand that it's actually still happening and things are progressing forward. So that's where I'm seeing, but the trust factor is huge. And I think the key with my slow start was not staying on top of these people, because they're business owners, right? If you don't keep on top of it, if it's not something that's a priority to them, they're not going to get you the forms, and if you don't get the forms, you're not going to get paid. So that was my thing. It's definitely it is a league game, but if you want to have closes, you can't necessarily completely count on the company you're using to close. You want to be proactive a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and the patience thing is interesting too. You seem to have like more of a long game. I saw you posted in the gold mine, you said 2 commission checks came in today, $2,200 and just over 5,000, 5,500. So you kind of have like a pipeline you filled up, and then you're working it. I mean, I've seen it, your pipeline specifically, but like, yeah, that long game instead of, because a lot of those smaller affiliate commissions, you can get them quick. But these bigger commissions, it's similar to gold. It's a long lag time, but a big payoff. So,
well, and a lot of the reason is because you're waiting on the IRS to pay out too. So, and right now it was paying out a lot quicker at first, but now that there's more businesses signing up, it's taking them a bit longer to process, you know, everything. So yeah, you got to wait. But when you know you got a lot of money in the pipeline there coming, it's like, yeah, I can wait a few months or whatever. So,
Yeah, well, it's not only IRS, it's a lot of these ERTC companies that you fought. You know, you're like, here's my documents. They're like, okay, that's going to be 6-8 weeks before we can even process that for you. So it's not even getting to the IRS, right? So it is a patience thing, but I'll tell you right now, the payoff's huge, right? You guys could agree. I mean, you're outside of maybe gold. These kind of commissions are hard to come by, and the key to this is it's a narrow window. We have a couple of years to kick ass, right? So it's not something you want to sit on your butt for. You kind of want to get going, right? Because this is the window of opportunity, basically.
yeah, thanks for that, Brian. Brian Holleran, thanks for being here. What has your experience been with this stuff? Oh, I think you're muted. It's it should be a little red microphone button on the right hand side, right above your webcam.